everyone. Just going to jump in here and go over our cool down questions for chapter 12. So starting off at number 1, writing this as a mixed number. That means a whole number and a fraction. So I know 15 is 3 times 5. So I'm going to have 5. And then I'll have 2 extra thirds left over. So 5 and 2/3. Moving on to number 2, writing it as an improper fraction. So I'm going to do 4 times 6 is 24. Plus 2 more would be 26 sixths. Number 3, writing the shaded amount as a fraction. So I've got 8 pieces total, and I've got 6 of them colored, so 6/8. Number 4, show 3/8 on the number line. So this one is important that we note. Kids, when they have to do a number line question, we want them to show the partitioning from 0 to 1, or to show the partitioning to make that fraction line. So thinking about our number line as almost like a piece of string or a ribbon that we're going to partition into equal parts. So to do that, I usually have kids make a half and then cut their halves in half to make fourths, and then cut their fourths in half to make eighths. Mine are a little bit wonky, but you can see that that method helps them get about where they need to be. And then from there, we're going to have 3/8. So I would not count this correct if it did not have that partitioning shown. That's one of the key pieces we're going to look at on a number line for fractions. Number 5, the Brown family is trying to decide how to plan their garden for vegetables they want to grow. Use a GeoBoard model to design a garden that fits each description. Okay, so we want 3/16 tomatoes. So if I break this up into rows and columns right here on the GeoBoard, I now have 16 pieces. So 3/16 would be tomatoes. Let me just do that. And then I'm going to do 1/4 cabbage. So I could totally do, I can picture a fourth of this board right there. A fourth. Now your picture doesn't have to look exactly like mine. It's the amount of the pieces that matters the most. And then 2/8. Oh my, let's see what I've got left. Well, 1/8. I can see that if I split it right in half here, 1/8 is, one section of 8 is on the top and one section of 8 is on the bottom. So that means two of these little blocks is going to be an 1/8. So there's 1/8 and there's 2/8, which would be equal to a fourth. Okay, and so then our question, there's our peppers. Our question's asking what is unplanted. So then I have 5/16, it looks like, that are not planted. Okay, moving right along. Number 6. Reduce as much as possible. Well, I know that I can divide both of those numbers by 8. 8 divided by 8 is 1, and 72 divided by 8 is 9. So 1/9. Number 7, compare 6/7 and 9/10. So 6/7 is one piece away from a whole, and so is 9/10. But 9/10 is a smaller piece away from the whole. Because tenths are smaller pieces, whereas 6/7 is a little bit larger of a piece it needs to get to the whole. So 9/10 is greater. Number 8, filling in the fraction to make it equivalent. So 5 times 4 is 20. So 2 times 4 is 8. 8/20. And then let's see, moving on to number 9, we're going to show 3/5 on the number line. Again, showing my benchmarks. So I've got 0, I've got 1, and I'm going to try and do fifths. 4 lines down makes fifths. And then the other thing I'm going to do, so I'll make 3/5 here. I guess I'll label it. The other thing I'm going to try and do is label 1/2. So this would be halfway. And when I partition that, I only need one line to split that in half. Again, thinking about my number line as like a ribbon, and that I'm slicing it in half. All right, and then number 10, fill in the blanks to complete the pattern. So the top, it looks like, is counting by 3s. So 12, 15, 18. And the bottom is counting by fours. So we're adding 4 each time. Oops. Let me make that an 8, 12, 16, and then 20, and then 24. So here we're at the bottom, we're multiplying by 4, or adding a 4 each time, and the top we're adding a 3 each time. So there you go. Those are our questions. If you have any additional questions or concerns, feel free to reach out to me. I would love to chat with you via email, or we can set up a Zoom session. So until then, I'll see you in the next session. Bye.